What's up, guys? Swift here with a quick Bears roster update. We have re-signed tight end Tommy Sweeney back to the practice squad. Sweeney spent the entire offseason program with us and was on our practice squad last year. Sweeney will basically be our fourth tight end now after we lost Brendan Bates to the Jets and Steven Carlson went to the IR. Welcome back, Tommy Sweeney. On top of that, Ryan Poles has finally provided an update on some of the players that are on the injured reserve. Jacob Martin has officially returned to practice, which opens up his 21-day window to be removed from the injured reserve. Most likely, Martin will not be activated this week, but it looks like there's a good chance we could get him back after the bye week. Martin reminds me a bit of Unique Ngakoue in a lot of ways. He would provide even more pass rush help to this defense. We can never have enough pass rushers. Poles also gave us updates on Larry Borom and Ryan Bates, neither of whom are returning to practice yet. He said Larry Borom is getting closer to returning, but is not quite ready yet, and that Ryan Bates is focused on getting healthier. So it sounds like we are at least a few weeks away from Bates returning from the IR. He is eligible to come back this week, but according to Ryan Poles' words, he doesn't seem very close to returning. He's focusing on getting healthy. That means he's not even ready to start ramping up yet. He's at least 3 weeks off, if you ask me. On top of that, the team has officially ruled out Jaquan Brisker for Sunday's matchup in London. It sucks that Brisker is hurt, but I honestly thought it was best if he missed this game and rested up during the bye week. In a bit of a surprise move, it's going to be Elijah Hicks starting at safety in Jaquan Brisker's place. I honestly thought it was going to be Jonathan Owens, but I'm a big fan of Elijah Hicks, so I think we'll be fine at safety. And another injury update, Kyler Gordon and Teven Jenkins were both limited during today's practice. That's something we're going to have to watch the rest of the week. Today was just a walkthrough. Tomorrow's practice will be the big one. And now I wanted to quickly talk about the offensive line. Since we know Borom and Bates will not be returning yet, let's talk about how everybody performed against the Panthers. On the entire day, we only gave up 1 sack and 1 total pressure, according to PFF. We did have 3 penalties. Darnell Wright, Matt Pryor, and Doug Kramer each got hit with one, which is the biggest thing we need to clean up. However, our pass blocking was the best it's been all season. Caleb Williams had plenty of time in the pocket, and honestly, the 1 sack we gave up, I put that on Caleb Williams, not on Darnell Wright. Caleb simply held the ball too long on that play, and it was a coverage sack. The Panthers only sent 4 players, but everyone on our offensive line graded out really well. The 1 sack and the penalty hurt Darnell's grade, but I thought overall he had a really good game. I watched every snap he played, and for the most part, Darnell looked like he had his best game of the season. Meanwhile, Matt Pryor at right guard looked awesome again. He was powerful, generating push off the line of scrimmage, and might have been our best blocker on the day. He graded out with an 87.5, even higher than Bill Murray and Teven Jenkins got. I love some of the reps I saw from Matt Pryor, who has honestly helped stabilize our offensive line. Meanwhile, Coleman Shelton, our center, I thought he had his best game as a Bear. He didn't allow a single pressure or have a penalty and graded out with an 83.7 pass blocking grade. He also stood out on a couple of plays to me, including the big screen pass to DeAndre Swift, where he was hustling way down the field, running in front of Swift. I'm hoping that Sheldon can build some confidence from this game and keep it going in London, especially since we know Bates isn't coming back anytime soon. Meanwhile, our left guard play was awesome. Both Teven Jenkins before he got hurt and then Bill Murray afterwards dominated at left guard. If you missed my all 22 on Bill Murray, check that out, but they didn't allow a single pressure or have a penalty between them. But then let's talk about Braxton Jones for a minute, who I think everyone has already seen the poor effort on his rep during Bill Murray's triple pancake. But other than that one play, I thought Braxton Jones had a really good game. He held his own against the bull rush, and he was awesome in the run game. I'll probably do an all 22 on Braxton Jones in the next day or two. Overall, though, our offensive line only gave up 1 pressure and 1 sack against the Panthers, by far its best performance of the season. This week is a much bigger test, though, and we will find out if this offensive line is real. This week we take on the Jags, and they have a great pass rusher in Josh Allen, so we'll get to find out if they just looked good against the depleted Panthers, or if this offensive line is finally starting to gel and take a step forward. I will have some all 22 work on the way. Stay tuned for that. Remember to hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.